Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with my top 10 fragrances for the fall season. These are fragrances that I am really looking forward to wearing, and some of them I can wear right now. Some of them I will probably wait a few months until the temperatures cool down a bit, and some I will reserve just for like using around my home. So the first fragrance I have to share is one that I've been talking about quite a bit on my channel recently. It was on my tray for this month and I am loving it. It's from Byredo, and this is Gypsy Water. And Gypsy Water is I've described it so many times as being both cozy and clean at the same time, clean and fresh, but yet kind of warm and cozy. It's the perfect fragrance for anyone who lives in a warm climate but wants to have something that's cozy and comforting for fall. There's a beautiful green vanilla note in this that just makes you want to drag out all of your cashmere and your cozy blankets, but at the same time, there's a beautiful fresh musk in this that keeps it kind of clean and uplifting, and it's just a beautiful fragrance, and I'm so happy that I have discovered it. My next fragrance is probably my favorite fragrance from the House of Chanel, which is probably my favorite house of all time, and it is Chanel No. 5 Eau Première. And while this is not my most worn version of Chanel No. 5, this is still my favorite. This one kind of features the strongest vanilla of the three, I would say, and it's just really cozy, really comforting, and at the same time clean and fresh and a little bit powdery, and I just absolutely love it. The aldehydes in this are toned down a little from the original, and they're probably a little stronger, I would say, than possibly Chanel No. 5 Low, but I don't know. I would say they're about the same, but I like aldehydes. I feel like it gives it sort of this sparkly, effervescent quality, and I just think this is a beautiful fragrance for all year round, but it shines definitely the brightest in the fall. Next up, I have one of the Glossier You flankers. This is Glossier You Dew, which is the woody version of Glossier You. It's like a Your Skin But Better meets a beautiful sandalwood meets almost a little bit of cedar. There's something in this that is even more woody than I think some of my sandalwood fragrances, but it's definitely woody, it's definitely musky, and it's definitely a Your Skin But Better fragrance, and one that I absolutely love and adore for the fall season, and I'm really excited to have it in my collection. And before I get into my next fragrance, I wanted to briefly mention that I only picked one fragrance from each house, and there are several houses on this list where I could have picked multiple fragrances that are all beautiful for fall. But the particular one I'm about to show is one of many I could have chosen from this house, and probably not the one you would expect that I would choose, but definitely one that I have been neglecting and wanting to wear for this fall season. So this is from Van Cleef & Arpels, and this is Bois d'Iris. And this is a beautiful, powdery, woody, iris woody fragrance that is perfect for fall, perfect for the falls we have in Florida, which are not super chilly. It's really cozy, it's really comforting, and it strikes just the right balance between like powder and woods, and I just think this is a glorious fragrance. Next up, I have a fragrance that I'm not sure I'm going to have a chance to wear because I like to wear this when the temperature really cools down, especially in the evenings. This is from Tom Ford, and this is Tobacco Vanille. And as much as I may have to hold out for cooler weather, I also may just end up wearing this around my house because this is such a beautiful tobacco fragrance. And it's one that every kind of fall I have to pull out because to me this just screams fall. It's cozy, it's comforting. The vanilla in this is really beautiful. It's not sweet. It's almost a little bit like powdery or dusty, I guess you would say. Oh, I just love this fragrance, and I think it is like the quintessential fall scent, and it could not be in this video. Next up is another fragrance that I actually purchased a travel size of and went through the travel size before purchasing the full size, and because it's had so long to sort of macerate in the bottle, I feel like it's gotten better with time. This is from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and this is Gentle Fluidity Gold. And this fragrance is so beautiful. It is the most beautiful warm vanilla. I always describe this as being one of the warmest fragrances in my collection, and it absolutely is. It's warm, it's cozy, it's comforting, it's a little bit spicy. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's like one of the most comforting fragrances I have in my collection, and definitely one that I get a lot of compliments and people asking me what I am wearing when I wear it. So that is Gentle Fluidity Gold from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Next up, I have a fragrance from the House of Mise en Cere, and there are so many I could have chosen for this video, but the one that I am really excited about wearing because I sort of fell in love with it late last year, I would say. This is For Your Love, and this is a fragrance that it took a little while to grow on me. This has kind of a strong patchouli note in it, and I sometimes don't do well with patchoulis. They can be a little bit headache-inducing for me, but there's this also beautiful raspberry note in this, and this sort of soft, comforting quality, some amber and some woods. It is just such a beautiful fragrance for fall, and I have sort of gotten used to, I think I'm growing to love patchouli more and more in fragrances, despite the fact that some of them can be headache inducing. And I think when I smell it, it sort of triggers my body to say, no, I can't wear that fragrance. But sometimes I continue to wear it and I don't get a headache. And this is one of the beautiful patchouli fragrances that does not give me a headache, and it is just so cozy and comforting. And people compare this to Baccarat Rouge 540. I can sort of see how they are similar in sort of the way they make me feel, but not necessarily in the scent of the fragrance itself, if that makes any sense. But I love this fragrance. The raspberry note is gorgeous. It's beautiful for fall, and I'm really excited about wearing it this season. The next fragrance is another woody fragrance that I think is kind of perfect for warm weather woody fragrances if you are someone who experiences that. This is from Erin, and this is Cedar Violet. And this is a fragrance that totally took me by surprise. I was at an Estee Lauder counter and smelling some fragrances for an upcoming trip we were taking, and I was really there to purchase more of like a summer scent, but then I came across this one as I was just smelling everything, and I just kept smelling my wrist as I was at the mall that day, and I ended up having to go back and purchase it because it's so beautiful. This is woody but a little bit powdery. That violet, I think it's violet leaf that's in here, and it keeps it somewhat fresh while at the same time it is very woody. The cedar in this is gorgeous and it's just intoxicating. The next fragrance on my list is from Diptyque, and this is one that I pull out every fall season. This is Eau Dwell. And Eau Dwell is this beautiful kind of green vanilla that is not sweet. It's very fresh. It's very kind of cozy and comforting. One that I love to pair with another fragrance from Diptyque, Tam Dao, which is a sandalwood fragrance, because I love combining sandalwood and vanilla, and throughout the fall I will definitely be combining those two scents in my home. I have quite a few candles and diffusers, reed diffusers, and even essential oils in my home that I will definitely be using, and yeah, this is just so beautiful. This is the vanilla for people who don't really like sweet vanillas. It's not gourmand at all, but it is absolutely beautiful. And the last fragrance on my list is probably the one that screams fall the most out of all of my fragrances that I have featured in this video. This is from Commodity, and this is Milk. And I've talked about this quite a few times on my channel. This is this really delicious marshmallow woody fragrance that smells just like you are roasting marshmallows over a fire. It is warm, it is cozy, it is comforting. It's all the things that I am dreaming about for fall, even though I won't get to experience too much of it. But yeah, I love this fragrance, and it is one that definitely had to be on this list because I'm really excited about wearing it, even if I'm just wearing it around my home. So those are the 10 fragrances that I am the most excited to be wearing this fall season. Would love to know what is on your list. Let me know in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon in my next video, and have a great day. Bye.